It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty. Stop eating. Yo, listen. While you're out there second guessing yourself and you doubting yourself and you feeling down on yourself and you're wondering if you could be doing better or you're not doing enough, understand there's people out there that's looking at you and wondering how you do it all. Wondering how you obtain this greatness. Wondering how do you keep it together as well as you do. All I'm saying is sometimes you need to stop and give yourself some motherfucking credit because you deserve it. A lot of times you're not going to get the pat on the back that we want. This person is not going to acknowledge what you do for them or show the appreciation that you feel they should show for the things you do for them. But that's life. But as soon as you understand how special you are, how rare the qualities that you possess, that you have, how special that is, you won't need the recognition of others. And don't get me wrong, we're humans. It feels good when you do good for someone and they acknowledge it, they appreciate it, they thank you for it. But a lot of times, people just ain't gonna do that shit. But it doesn't take... Oh my God, yo, pardon if I'm yelling. Like I said, there's a lot of airflow coming through here. I'll try to find a quiet, I'm lying, I'm not gonna find a better setting. I really just blog when I spontaneously think of shit and I throw the camera on. That's just how this works. But Smack, we'll start there. You see the title, two quick subjects we're to talk about. So first, URL is still blocking battles. Now, let's just call it for what it is. The cat's out the bag. TBL, the league that's throwing the Hitman versus Mook, they were gonna book Av versus Twork, and the battle got blocked by URL. Now, are they right for doing that? A little bit of yes, a little bit of no. Let's talk our shit. Ready, let's go. At the end of the day, if that's a battle URL wants, and technically Twork and Av being URL artists, I suppose, URL wants that battle. I mean, there could be a lot of behind the scenes. We have to play devil's advocate here. We can't just go blaming URL all the time. There could be a lot of things that Smack has done for, let's just call it for what it is. How many L's do you think Smack took for Twork? Honestly. No shows, choking disgustingly. I mean, those two alone, you don't need no money. Those two alone are two investments where you didn't get your get back. You're coming to battles forgetting all your rhymes. I mean, that's what I feel like takes away from Twork's greatness. Like, Twork ruined a Sue Surf battle. Sue Surf was incredible versus Twork. Just imagine if Twork was good enough, cared enough to remember his fucking rhymes. Do you forget what you're there for? You're there to rhyme. What else are you there for? Why are you standing there with your hoodie syndrome? Like, I just don't understand. Okay, this is not a Twork bash. I don't want it to turn into that. What I'm saying is, all the L's URL took for Twork is like, no, you're not getting this battle, or no, Twork, you're not doing that battle over there. You're giving us this potential dope battle. You owe us. As far as Av, I don't know, at the end of the day, if people are under contract, they can't go and do what they want. I remember, and part of this title, back in when RBE was let's call it for what it is, before Ill Will and Big K or like a Rosenberg became like real, like, all right, these are like the faces of RBE, like these are the guys, like it was me, it was Show Off, Jay Midadu. There was a time the Adi Boom, like it was like we were the artists that were getting pushed by ARP. He was dropping the bag to get us these great opponents. We all were getting huge battles. We were the ones being pushed by him on his platform, and I'm grateful for it. And but with that being said, everybody could see that's what was happening. Look at the names I was getting. Cortez, Math Hoffa. Oh, excuse me. We wanted Math. It's third. Me and Math was going to get booked. We couldn't book it, so we ended up getting Sirius Jones. It was my idea, I believe. I think I ended up telling ARP, like, all right, we can't get Math. What about Sirius Jones? Let's go to the other side of the bunch. So we got Sirius Jones, Rich Dollars, Cortez, Goods, A-Verb. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting booked at guys I was fans of. Like, a dream come true. My whole battle rap career is a big dream come true. Like, they paid me for a hobby, to do something I love. I got paid to do it outside of my 9-to-5 career. I could never, ever repay battle rap for that. It's like a kid's. I went from rapping in the train stations and at the club and yo, let me hear something at the bars to getting paid. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, I'm losing. Twork hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, what's good?" Like, the point of all that saying is because he knew like I was one of them ones with RBE. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, "Yo, what up? Can you hook me up with ARP to get me a battle on RBE?" And I was like, "Yeah, bet. I'ma holla at Adam. I'ma holla at ARP." And it wasn't too long after that Twork hits me back and says, "Damn, bro, never mind. I didn't even know I'm not allowed to go over there." It's so many words. I mean, I still got the DM if we need quote unquote, but there's enough cornball shit. I have our conversation. Look at my DM. Look at the text message. It's so gay. Like, I'm not doing that. You said something along the line of, I found out I'm not allowed to do that battle. I can't battle on RBE. You know what I'm saying? So, it just goes all the way back from then to be like, these guys are like been blocking battles, but they're gonna protect their investment. Also, you kind of set URL to look like the bad guy. You know what it says in your contract. I seen the words, like, you're not allowed to battle. I had a URL contract when I was battling Your Honor, Ace Amin. I was supposed to battle Swamp. And then we couldn't get it be a battle, like B-Magics, Big T's, nothing was really happening. Techno, I had a battle. Actually, it's crazy. I wasn't signed to URL or nothing when I got that Tech 9 battle. They wanted me to come back and build with them. They really liked what I did with Tech 9, but then the whole thing would. So I got blackballed myself for a little bit there with Rome and shit like that. But with the Your Honor era though, like, I had a contract for that, which specifically says you cannot battle on RBE. You cannot battle on King of the Dot. At that time, me and ARP weren't seeing eye to eye. I literally wasn't battled. I haven't battled on RBE like over a year at that point. And then I knew the King of the Dot, I wasn't gonna do the tournament or anything like that. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna front like I didn't always want it to be like a URL rapper. We all did. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Now, did I want that while I was getting pushed by like RBE and King of Dot? No, I'm like, fuck URL. Like, I'm not getting it. They're not fucking with me, so it's fuck me, it's fuck you. I'm like, please, maybe one day, fuck that. I was living a great life, great career with RBE. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, like, 99% of my RBE career, me and ARP, like, we had a good relationship, friendship, spoke about, that was my guy. You know, so it made sense. It's almost like you're working with your friend. So it was perfect. So yeah, but with that being said, the point is like URL blocked Twork versus Fawn. Twork versus Av. Cool. But now you better book it. Like, it would have been a real power move to be like, oh, Av and Twork wants to battle on TBL. No, you can't. But we'll book you over here to battle it here. And had it on. No. That's a power move. Like, yo, we got blocked and we took your battle. We took the battle. And I'm guessing it'll be on Summer Madness. If it's not on Summer Madness, I might have to spin the block on this blog and just smoke URL for blocking battles. That's like you fucking with a joint and like she catches feelings. Like, you smashed a bunch of times. You sneaky link Netflix and chill. It was getting real. All that shit. She wanted more. You didn't want more with her. So you set her free to go and find someone who wants to invest in her because you don't. That's how it's supposed to be. You don't have a joint that wants more with you. You tell her you don't want more, and then you get mad when she goes out there to find more from someone else. That's cornball controlling shit. I don't see Smack and URL as cornball controllers. They're controlling people, but don't be a cornball about it. If you're gonna block the battle, book the battle. Should put that on a t-shirt. If you're gonna block the battle, book the battle. Shall we end it on that note? If you are going to block a battle, make sure you then book the battle. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stop being dirty.